Welcomings, I'm your normal player guy, probably your favourite British YouTuber on this very nerdy game. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. So this video is another versus. This gives me plenty of opportunities to do these. And great, so that I can narrow down and deal with some very finesse, very unique, very specific comments and questions and asks, right? Who is better? At 55%, it's going to be the tech 7th anniversary or the physical 7th anniversary. I might just expand this beyond 55% and ask him now, with how things have generally developed since the new year, how do these fare side by side? Now, when these came out, it was probably more likely this guy, especially in this form, with his Fuse Fighters and GT Heroes being a smaller category, especially GT Heroes, but they worked well better together. These guys were definitely going to be better. The fact as well that when this guy transformed into Gogeta, he had damage reduction per rainbow, whereas these guys, when they had the blue versions of them, they have a new hairstyle, is that they have dodge, and that didn't really quite fit in. However, now we have Cell Max has come out, very dangerous, and we have new categories which have come out which are very powerful. So I think honestly the tables have turned, and these guys can really get on with this. So why? Well, as I say, against Cell Max, against Red Zone, against Extreme Super Battle Road, they're all ridiculous. Everyone is requiring you to have a million plus defense, and you're going to have attack stats. We're all demanding of 12 million plus, right? So one way you can get around it all is straight up dodge, because dodge is for the win. This will be a year where anyone in the potential system who's put dodge on units will probably come up trumps. Specifically, I want to point out that one of the main reasons why this guy has turned the tables is there's one particular category in particular, and that is superheroes. So superheroes is anyone who's a hero from Dragon Ball Super, or just in general a movie hero, much like movie heroes. But specifically, it focuses around Dragon Ball Super. In Dragon Ball Super, we have tremendous units such as Orange Piccolo, we have Beast Gohan. Both of those LRs came out. In particular, that Piccolo, he is a beast and he's super tech, which makes him even more incredible. And you can use him on the movie Heroes, so he gets a 170%. He doesn't get Kamehameha, but yes, he is also himself a bond of master and disciple. And do we have this? We don't have him on here, but we have him on movie heroes, superheroes, Bond of Pound and Child. In fact, can we bring him out? Annoyingly, he has a lot of godly links, but yes, no, you will be able to get him on the same team when it comes to like superheroes, movie heroes. You can actually get him on Bond of Pound and Child, maybe, but some of the other stuff as well. But in particular, this new category, superheroes, works really well with movie heroes, works really well with a lot of the other LRs and a lot of greatness that has come out. So realistically, we are probably looking at this guy as turned the table purely in that alone. And of course, as I say, you get dodge chance per rainbow key sphere, and that has become much more crucial these days. Yes, you could probably find a much more robust, a much more easier to use unit, as he has damage reduction per rainbow key sphere. Yes, no doubt. And he has the Super Saiyan 4 moniker, which is this, right? Eventually, they'll probably do a Super Saiyan 4 with another 70% with a great chance of evading, right? Technically, now it's just Gogeta. In fact, it's not technically, it is true. Only this guy has the 70% chance, making it very reliable. But of course, imagine if this guy would be busted. If this guy did have that 70%, ooh, that's a tough question if this guy did have it. But he doesn't, so we can skip. And whereas now this guy, he is becoming better. So with Power Beyond, with movie heroes, with superheroes, Kamehameha, those three are going to get buffed beyond all recognition. Yes, we will have more Fuse Fighters. Yes, there's Kamehameha, but GT Heroes will always fall off. And Fuse Fighters, well, generally, if you're going to run Fuse Fighters, it's probably Power Beyond Super Saiyan, right? That's just how it's going to be. And the Fuse Fighters, more than likely, going to be movie heroes. Yeah, Vegeto's not a movie hero, but it won't be too long before he actually is a movie hero. I'm telling you now, they will interchange him. Yeah, so another way you can think about this is more of a personal achievement that I've managed to get. So there's a specific EZA where these can come to light, and that is against, who is he? AGL Raffle Broly. That's been out a few years now. It's base Broly when he comes out with that AGL Broly, and he has his EZA from when the movie came out, what, 4 years ago? Maybe more? Damn, it's ridiculous. So with that, you are able to easily grind Zenny, and from anything up to level 600, they are able to easily demolish, because they also guard as well, right? And they also have the dodge chance when you are able to transform with him. However, me myself, I'm at 861. Yes, 861 out of 999. Christ. I am currently by far number one on my friends list, as no one's ever bothered. The next person is down, I think, somewhere like 568. I'm way higher. That being said, these units can grind an awful lot. But yes, in terms of 55%, you'll find then that with the current evolution of the game, the dodge chance is definitely better. They are going to be on more teams, and they are going to buff specific units for teams, and they also have some incredible partners. In particular, one of the best partners they have is Tech God Goku. How is Tech God Goku not on here? Tech God Goku, do we need to be in this form? But Tech God Goku, he is a Rainbow Warp Changer. He operates various links for half of these guys, and he of course also reduces an insane amount of damage from set people. Even this guy, who is also tech, much like Tech God Goku, as I say, you do need a certain unit ally on the team, but he can have his dodge and he can have his crits, and he's also tech. Oh, there he is, Tech God Goku. Well, hey. And you know who else is fairly reasonable? This guy. Now, you got to have a full tech team, but everyone can have a crit chance and attack on a full tech team. So, well, hey, you're looking really good when it comes to like monotype events, or when it comes to Battlefield, for example, such as monotype events. You got these down. You also have Tech Gogeta, who is becoming more relevant than his SDR counterpart, because in this form, he still maintains damage reduction. So it's funny how the tables have turned over the times. In this case, whilst this guy, I mean, it took about a year for him to be better than Vegito. These, it was 50-50. He could go either way, but now it's only taken around 6-7 months, maybe around 6 months since Cell Max came out. Well, up until that came out, and these guys are suddenly better. They can start dodging. They are on superheroes. They are on Realm of Gods, which is always going to be buffed. So that's going to be fantastic. And of course, it's a well designed unit. So at 55%, it's probably going to be the Blue Boys. It's just going to be. There's also more LRs in there to link up if you want to be flashy. There are more powerful units. There's just a better roster that's in there. No doubt, though, this guy can be clutch and is probably by far king on any of the teams that he's on. For example, Fuse Fighters and GT Heroes, especially between these two. When you're running the GT Heroes, you know, look at the best people that you got in here. There are a few LRs. You got the LR Super Saiyan 4s. They're pretty decent. Tech Gogeta, who is really great. The Super Saiyan 4s begin to drop off, but they can still put out a tremendous amount of damage. This guy and the Vegeta equivalent, who will be in here somewhere. He won't because he doesn't have Kamehameha, for example. But these are still really great. The Vegeta is age better than this guy. But of course, all really great. He is by far, though, the king on this, and his linchpin. I mean, prior to the 7th anniversary, this team was great, but you realistically needed to have one of these leads. Now, you can have one of 3 leads. And of course, being a 200% as well really also helps. So that's going to be it. That's going to be the question answered. I hope it is. Who is better? Especially at 55%. Well, now it's here. Although realistically, these are still tremendously powerful, especially with the guard as well. I mean, it's only for one turn, but it helps. They stack, they have additionals, they can dodge, they can crit, and they have a fantastic active skill. I mean, realistically, a 55% between the two you're not going to get that much out of it. The only real difference is when the per rainbow key sphere in the blue form, they'll be able to get some extra dodge chance, so you can get more longevity out of it. But again, at 55%, the damage reduction might be nice. You can get a maximum of five rainbow orbs. That's all we can get these days. So if you did get that, you'd be looking at what, 35% damage reduction, which is nothing to sniff about, especially with guard. You can go through a lot of units on that. You can go through a lot of difficult content with that. But that being said, I still have to get to these guys now, which is weird. So the top 10 would probably switch quite a bit. But yes, that's going to be it for this video, a much smaller video. And yeah, so I hope you agree with me, but you probably don't. But thank you, my lovely sausages, and I will see you all on the next video. Bye-bye.